Well, good morning YouTube. It's quite early. Well, actually 6:30 now. I've been awake for a while, just having a nice cup of coffee. My second night in the tent again wasn't brilliant. So, cured the main problem with the leak up the top there. If you remember, I showed you yesterday that up there, so the water didn't come through there. What's happened is it rained a lot last night. It did rain a lot. The tent simply isn't waterproof, so all the seams, for example here, these, and especially the ones at the bottom of the tent, they're not waterproof. So I'm not as soaked as I was yesterday, but my pillow was still got wet again. That's they're drying out. The bedding I was lay on got wet. Quite a bit of water all the way around the edges of the tent. Actually puddles in places again, which I'm amazed at. So the tent's got to come down. There's no other way of doing it. It's not waterproof. Even if I try to spray it, because it's on the seams and it's right on the ground where the main problem seems to be, the bottom seam where it's seamed with the ground sheet. It's just not waterproof, and it comes in there a lot. So like I say, everything's wet again. My clothes aren't, and everything happened because it was not pouring in, but I did from the top there. I did find some water splashing on my face again at night. Nothing, only a few times, but then I suppose I fell asleep and didn't know it after that. Pardon me, by being so tired. So yeah, so as I said, I made myself a nice cup of coffee this morning, trying to keep myself warm. I'm actually sat with the gas stove still going, but it's about to run out of gas. But I have got some replacement for it, so I'll do that. Well, not until I'm into town. So what's going to happen this morning? I'm going to pop in. I'm going to make myself a little sandwich in a minute, or one of my rice meals. Turn into a right Filipino, aren't I? My rice in the morning. So yeah, I'm gonna go and have a shower, pop to town. I got my oldest boy over from Germany, so he's at my mum and sister's place in another part of over in Worcestershire. But we might meet up in Hereford later today because he's off again back home again tomorrow. So it's a very quick flying visit. He only got here yesterday evening, or got there yesterday evening. Got stuck in a lot of traffic, detours and whatever. So yeah, so we're hoping to meet up in Hereford sometime today. I must say my priority is my health, and by my health, I'm going to make myself really poorly if I keep living in here. And you can tell that the walls of the tent, the wind just comes through. It's just not meant for this sort of thing. It's probably meant for a weekend in somebody's garden in the middle of summer or something. It would probably be great. Nice and big, tall tent. You know, in the middle of summer, and you're going camping for a weekend, even with the family, because it's a huge tent. You can fit 6 people lying in here, no trouble at all. It would be and guaranteed dry weather, nice and warm, great. But at the moment it goes down, not freezing, but it was quite cold last night, and it's just the tent's just not quality, so it's not in the slightest bit insulated. The tent I had last year and the year before was much smaller. It was a dome tent, I think you call it. It was big enough to put my double mattress in there. I was always dry, I was always warm. There was just no room in there. That's why I wanted a bigger tent. So I did get the bigger tent last year. I bought off a friend just for a few quid, but that wasn't waterproof either because that was years old. So the one I bought, what would that be? 2-3 years ago now, John. I'm not sure anymore. But the first tent I bought when I started doing this camping thing every year. Yes, this is my 3rd season. So maybe a couple of years ago. That lasted 2 seasons. It would have lasted more seasons. The colour faded on it, so you couldn't sell it or anything like that. So I had to bin that eventually because I had nowhere else to put it. It was a pity, but I did speak out online, but nobody wanted it. But that was a good tent. It was just way too small for me. You could fit the double mattress in, so I could sleep in there nicely, but that was it. There was nothing else. room to put my suitcase on the side of it, and that was it. So, and you couldn't stand up in it, and this is one of my main problems. Now I know when I go to town today, for what I can afford, I'm going to get the biggest tent I can afford, but I know I won't be able to stand up in it. This is my problem. So there's a couple of places I can go. I know some of them are just going to be way out of my price range. I've looked online at what they do. So it'll be back to where I bought the original one from a few years ago, Alfred's, and I'll go and see what they've got. Maybe there's not one in Hereford. I can't remember. There's a mountain warehouse or something, I think it's called, in town somewhere. I might have a look online and see what they do. There's the main camp one, for the life of me I can't remember what it's called now, but I think that's out towards Kidderminster, I think, is the only one around here, and I can't remember the name of it now. But that could be worth looking into if I can remember what it's called. Anyway, that's it for now. So just let you know, the tent's got to go. I'm not as wet as I was yesterday. There is a bit of surface water in here, not too bad, but it's basically, I can't live in this for the next 7-8 months, whatever it is, because there's a lot of rain in the UK, as anybody from here knows. It's just the way it is. It's not waterproof. It's such a pity because it's a beautiful big tent. I'm so happy that I found one I could stand up in. I was going to get myself a nice armchair and a nice table and really make this into a really nice home for a few months. But it's not going to happen. It's such a pity. Whether I can get my money back because it was bought over Amazon, I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that. I'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I don't even know if they do that sort of thing. I don't know. Such a massive company, isn't it? How the hell do you sort that out, you know? I'll probably just get ignored. But I'll have to give it a go because it was, over £100. So for me, that's a lot of money. I think for everybody's a lot of money, isn't it? Not just for me. So I need to try and get that back. And I will, like I say, coffee now, a bit of breakfast, shower, off to town, and see what I can find, and I'll let you know later. So everybody take care, keep on watching, and I'll keep you updated. Bye for now.